James Howard.
We started?
Yeah. How are you, mate?
Alright, mate, thanks. How are you?
I'm alright. Mate, it's been 3 months since we filmed the first one.
Yeah, mate, it's gone well quick. You've done so many since that first one. It's actually gone too quickly.
Mate, it's crazy. Like, Adam put it into perspective yesterday. He was like, oh, we've only got 6 weeks left in this house.
Yeah.
Which means we've been in this house for 46 weeks.
Well, some of it was spent at the other gaff, but...
Oh shit, yeah, the fucking rat situation. We had to move out. Mate, we were in St. Michael's for like 6 weeks.
Yeah, and it
was a weird gaff, but it was good.
It was a nice cosy gaff. This is completely different, but
This is
I'm gonna miss it coming around here every week.
Mate, it's so mad though, like, time flies so quickly, but when you're younger, like, you know when like older people, they say to you, oh, like, time flies.
Mate, 4 years
when you're younger as well, you're like, oh, you think they're just chatting shit, but you grow up so quickly.
Yeah, 4 years at uni, literally gone in a blur, honestly.
Well, why don't you speak about that? You're about to graduate, aren't you?
Yeah, so finishing my 4th year now. Did three. I was only supposed to be a 3-year course, but ended up failing a bit of 3rd year. But I think it's part and parcel of it. Everyone kind of fails honestly, one bit.
I'm 21 and I should be graduated from uni.
Yeah.
I'm only my 1st year, so
got a job 3rd year, made some money, and did events completely through 3rd year, and then got my head down final year. Had obviously the bit of an obstacle with the mental health side of things the last few months, but everything's been pushed back, and hopefully we'll be done in the next few months.
So before we talk about obviously all the mental health, yeah, it's Mental Health Awareness Week, we will touch up on that. How do you feel like the last year's been with uni and everything being basically online, and how do you think that's affected you? Because I feel like for me, like first year, like I don't really feel like I've felt the difference so much because people in first year don't really go uni anyway. But like if you were in 3rd year now and you're like it's your most important year and everything's kind of just a bit all over the place, it doesn't really like I don't feel like I'm at uni. I know it's only 1st year, but
I think we touched on it a bit in the first video we did.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a lot different to what we're used to, and I do enjoy the physical aspect of actually going in somewhere and sitting down with a tutor, going through things, and actually forcing yourself to get up and go to uni rather than lie in bed and just.
It's a lot easier when you're at home to just Skype it.
Yeah,
it's like working from home, and I was working from home the first 2 months. Well, I ended up getting sacked from my job, but I was literally just getting up and blazing all day. And it doesn't make you feel like you want to be productive when you're in a house that you're always chilling. Yeah,
but I think the uni situation. I thought at the start it would have been fine, and I'd have been able to get through everything just doing it from home. But as time's gone on, I think actually getting up and going in is far better because I think you get a lot more done, and you get what the uni's actually offering, whereas this year we've had nothing.
Mate, it's crazy, and I know loads of people have been so affected by the situation of the last year, but like uni students have been left out more than anyone. Like we're literally still being forced to pay £9,000 a year for a course that is all online,
and it doesn't look like we're going to get any money back from that.
No compensation. Rent prices haven't changed for anything. In the 4 years that I've been in these, coming up to 4 years, I think rent prices have probably gone up a little bit.
Yeah, 100%. I've been looking at new gaffs for when I graduate, just for somewhere for me and Ella to maybe settle down. Not settle down, but obviously live after uni because it's cheaper, 2 people in a 1 bedroom. But the prices in the city centre compared to Headingley and Hyde Park are, I'd say, similar or even cheaper.
Well, that's what I mean. Well, Femi, we went to Femi's gaff. Yeah. He's literally living on the top of Greek Street, which I don't know, people that listen from these don't know. Like basically a penthouse. It's got 2 floors, 2 balconies, and he pays 140 quid a week. Yeah. That's literally an extra £90 a month for what we pay for this.
That's what I mean. But because it's student area and because that many people are wanting to live in the area, the price.
Mate, students just get shafted on. You know, I found out today. I spoke to uni today. Because obviously I'm not sure if I'm going to be living in Leeds next year.
Yeah.
I'm not living in Leeds next year. I'm moving to Liverpool to move into this gym. But I was speaking to the head of my course. I was trying to figure out funding. I was like, because an idea of mine was to maybe like apply for 2nd year, still get the loan, but then obviously you don't get your loan if you don't like do any assignments basically. So I don't really think it's a viable option. So I was asking her, like, do they know how much it costs or how much you'll get funding for placement year as like a bursary?
Yeah.
And she didn't know the answer, but what she did tell me was they've just changed the rules. So when you go on placement,
Who's this, uni?
Yeah. So when you go on placement, there's now a fee that you've got to pay towards like uni fees. Like, you know, you pay $9,000 for a year of uni.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to pay.
You've
got to pay a certain amount to still be enrolled at uni, but be on placement. So even though you're not at uni now, there's a fee that you're going to have to pay, which will be a couple £1,000 that you've got to pay as a part of your course to go on placement. How fucked is that?
Yeah, I know, it doesn't really make sense. Surely you're the one who should be getting paid.
I should, like, the funding for bursaries for people that are going to placements should be, I think sometimes probably, if not level, probably even higher than the maintenance loan, because most places when you go to placement, they're kind of expecting you to work for free because it's the experience that you're getting out of it. So I know people that will
not pay more money out.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I don't think it's you pay it at the time. It'd be like it's repaid when you're repaying your student loan. But like, why the fuck am I paying the uni? Well, especially like in my case, I can maybe understand it a little bit if you're getting your placement through contacts and links at the uni. But like, I've built all my connections all by myself without uni, so I'm literally gonna have to pay uni for me sorting out
to make an extra few connections and work for it. Well, what I did was the best, because even though, like I said, I failed a couple of modules in third year, it was kind of a blessing in disguise, because I managed to get a job third year, which was kind of a placement.
What were you doing?
Working at Infinity, the car manufacturer. They've obviously stopped trading in the UK since then, but it was a good experience. I was marketing executive there, so I was in charge of all the social media accounts of Infinity for the UK. So I had to make sure to put posts on and stuff like that.
How do you translate doing social media posts for a car company to doing an events company like Dimension? And obviously you've not touched on Dimension for a while. But how would you translate those skills that you learned?
No, yeah, they are. You do carry things over, like the Facebook posts especially, because Infinity was concentrated so much on that social media, like that social media platform. They made sure to get the advertisements out as much as they could. So you're paying for advertisements with the company's budget. So you have to project where you want these advertisements to go, who's to target, what demographics, what part of the country, what age range, and then you're looking at people who've maybe already bought cars. So with Dimension, that would be someone who'd already been to an event. You target those kind of people, or the people who like that kind of music that you're putting on, and then you like choose where the advert goes, kind of thing, and just who to target. So
did you enjoy your experience
with the car? Yeah, it taught me a lot.
Different.
Yeah, it taught me a lot, and even though towards the end it got a bit slow because the company was closing down, and it was towards COVID as well.
Before everything shut down properly.
Yeah, it was just around that time, so stuff was kind of like going on a bit of a decline. They want a need for as much advertisement as there was, but at the same time, like literally, I'd be organising my events and carrying the skills I learned from doing the car stuff over to the events and vice versa. So yeah, it was. I do enjoy the marketing side of stuff.
Well, the thing is, people, obviously, like I said, you want to get into music, but your placement was at a car company.
Yeah.
I think it's important to appreciate learning skills from different areas where you might not think that you wanted to, like say, like I don't know how I'm going to word this, but if you're so focused on being into music like you are, some people might be reluctant to take in a placement such as working for a car company, even though the skills are similar. People are just in the mindset of, I want to get into music.
No. I think that's saying this from personal experience, but I think any job that focuses on maybe one aspect of what you want to do. So with me, it's marketing events, getting events out there, obviously DJing, but a big part of that is making sure people come to your events and growing a brand.
Yeah.
And that's basically what I had to do at Infinity as
well. Yeah, because there's still transferable skills. That's what might not be the same field of work.
And cars aren't my forte. It's not something I really enjoy. Like,
I'm not really known as a
know
car
what I mean?
person.
I'm not a car person, but I knew what post to put out there to attract the certain people who wanted to buy the car. So,
by the way, if anyone's thinking that the setup is a bit different, my light broke. So as I was setting up the normal setup, I was one light down, and I just had to improvise.
I think it's good.
It's alright. I feel this is a lot more chill, to be honest. Like, even though it's a bit weird that we're speaking like this, it is better if you're face to face. Yeah, but this is a pretty like with the mics here. I feel like I don't know. I'm definitely not going to go back.
I'll have to wait and see it. See what it's like. Yeah, because
it will lack that back and forth, though. I think that's what keeps
the video, conversation.
Well, no, it just keeps the video refreshing. Like if people are just
video,
constantly looking at one.
If you got a wider couch and one person was at one side, could you see a lot of podcasts with three people, two on one side and one on the other?
But the thing with that is when you've got three people and you have two people on one side, the camera's switching to the other person. The switch is important.
But you can't really say anything about that. I think what it is.
Well, improvised. Well.
Yeah, you have to be fair.
So it is Mental Health Awareness Week.
Yeah.
And you were very, I won't say brave because brave is, you were brave in what you did.
I won't say brave.
Maybe brave's not the best word.
I just,
not many people
did something that other people maybe shied away.
A lot of people are afraid to speak about how they feel, no matter what they're going through. Like when I did my video where I was speaking about mental health and how it affected me, or how I deal with it rather, for my MMA video, I got loads of lads especially like messaging me about mental health, and when I did that, obviously the stigma is that men don't talk about mental health enough, and you kind of you hear it, but when you actually post something and you realise you get a reaction to people, you're like, oh fucking hell, there are actually a lot of people that don't speak up about that. And then you were, like I said, you were in a bit of a bad way, and you came out of it pretty good. Obviously you probably still struggled a bit, as everyone struggles all the time.
Everyone,
But you posted it was like a long it was like 7 minutes as well.
Oh, it was quite a long video, It took a few goes, but got there in the end.
But what was your experience in the last couple of months?
So I was, before Christmas, I'd done 2 pretty decent assignments at uni. Managed to get 2 firsts in them, which I was very proud of. And then as we came back after uni, got hit with the fact that I've got to do another 2 5,000 word essays for half the amount of time that I got for the first ones. So it just it just knocked me a bit, and I thought, flipping it, that's a lot of flipping work to do.
So you were already
and I think
stressed out.
that was really the snowball effect. Then from that, obviously you've got the added addition of no music, no events.
How did that really affect you? Because Dimension was for as long as I've known you, Dimension has gotten better and better and better.
Yeah.
Was it pretty?
Well, yeah,
not heartbreaking, but it affected you not being able to put on events, which
it's been going on. It was going on for a year before that though. Really, not being able to do anything. And I kind of just got past the point of thinking everyone's in the same boat. It's not just me. But like I said in that video, when the last lockdown came, I think that's just the one that absolutely smacked everyone around the face, and just
it was definitely difficult.
You
dealt with health anxiety really bad, didn't you?
Yeah, and then obviously what I was saying with the snowball. So I had the two assignments at uni that I'd just been told I had to do. I then got the infection in my finger, which I went to the A&E and got antibiotics for, and then since taking those antibiotics, I'm not sure what happened, but started getting just random pains everywhere that I'd never had before. I don't know whether that was to do with the antibiotics, because you get a leaflet with and it said the side effects do include indigestion, heartburn, and pains, and
you dealt with that anyway before, didn't you?
Yeah. So I was just like, what's going on? Can't be arsed with this. Added fact of I've got uni looming. So I was there searching symptoms every day, and the pressure the NHS is under, you can't see single doctor within the time frame that you're wanting, and so I was just getting more and more stressed and got myself into a bit of a rut, and ended up just staying in bed every day and not wanting to do anything and getting really down. So I was just saying it's normal to feel this way, and I know a lot of people could be going through similar things with especially health anxiety, but any kind of anxiety with what's been going on.
I had a lot of respect for you for coming out and saying that, and loads of people deal with it, like I said, and
everyone does. Yeah.
The best thing that I try saying is just speak to people. Like obviously, like we're not professionals, and if you are in a bad way, then obviously seeking professional help is the best way.
Yeah.
But the easiest and the first thing you should do, and that I do and that you do, is just speaking to people that are close to you, because
it's easier said than done.
It is obviously easier said than done. Yeah, it's not easy, but I found it really helps, even if you think inside, you might
even
be
if it's not your friends or if it's not your family. Even like I said, helplines, mate. There's people on those helplines 24/7.
You're definitely not alone in any situation. You're never alone. But like it's weird. Even until I seen you go through all the health anxiety stuff, like and obviously speaking to Lewis kind of went through the same stuff last year.
He told me a lot of helpful facts with the cold showers and stuff like
cold
that.
Cold showers, Wim Hof treatment.
Right. Oh, you do them as well.
But I stopped doing them now. I like my hot shower.
Yeah, so do I.
Cold showers do work though.
Yeah,
especially
honestly.
if you're off training. But yeah, like I didn't realise that I kind of dealt with health anxiety as well too. I just never really.
You don't really put it down to that.
Yeah, like I just always put it at the back of my mind.
Yeah.
I think, obviously, like I was saying, I took a little stop from smoking bud. Not anymore. Well, I'm going to take another break. But one of the reasons why I took a break was because, like, I was feeling a bit anxious when I was smoking. It was probably a combination of smoking so much in the last few years, and also, like I said, just on top of the last year, just general stress. And then when I seen what you were going through, and then your video that you did, and obviously speaking to Lewis, and my mum had to have her womb removed because she was having precancerous cells. Both my granddads died of cancer. My auntie, she has recently just finished her chemo for cancer. So like being ill has always been at the back of my mind, as I can imagine most people are. It's like the last thing you want to happen to you, and the supposed stats right now is 1 in 2 of us are going to get cancer. So I never realised until the last few months that I probably deal with health anxiety too. But it's mad because, like I said, you just always push it to the back of your head and you just brush it off. But it's good to speak out in some form, in whatever way. It just relieves that feeling of it just being on your chest and you don't say anything. Because if you don't say anything, then it just builds and then you just get more in your head. And my dad's side of the family's got loads of heart problems as well. So it's just like endless. But at the same time, like that's what I was trying to say to you at the time. Of course, it is easier said than done, but you've just got to live in the moment as best as you can. Because
100%.
Like I was saying to you, as harsh as it sounds, if you were to be diagnosed with cancer and you said, you got 2 weeks to live,
you're not going to sit in bed.
You're not going to want to sit in bed.
You want to go and make the most of it. Yeah.
So,
but at the same time, like health is the number one.
Oh, for sure, health is wealth.
That's what I mean. So that's why I think so many people go through it, because one little thing that's different, or you feel different in some kind of way, you're going to be thinking, why do I feel this way?
Yeah.
And then Dr. Google is a no-go.
Google is not a good thing. Do you know what's weird that I was saying? Like, your body is just so mental. Everyone's bodies are different as well. Like, things are always going on. It sounds like a bit of a weird analogy. I'm not sure if I'm going to come off by saying this right, but you know hiccups?
Yeah.
Like, imagine the first person that hiccups.
That's what you said that to me.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
You must have been like, what's this?
Like, what? Like, you would have thought that something was going wrong, especially if like you hiccup and you kind of get a catch of it. So there's always weird stuff that.
But there's always an explanation for what's going on.
You're just not smart enough to fucking know what's going on with the body.
And then it's normally medications you're on as well. As soon as you come off them, stuff starts to alleviate and go, and just disappear. But
well, everything's opening up on Monday a little bit more.
Yeah.
17th of May, indoors.
Finally.
What do you think? I know what I think. I'll ask you first. What do you think of everything opening up and?
Oh, I think it should remain closed.
Yeah, everyone's just staying indoors for another couple
honestly,
more years.
I'm scared of this variant. It's going to kill everyone.
What do you think? Is that Boris came out today and...
do
you know what?
To be fair, there was a lot of positives in that, but the one negative to come from it was the fact of him saying it's gonna.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, I want to be hopeful. Why? Like, of course, I want everything to be back to normal. I want everything to be open. I want especially with all the vaccine. Everyone's getting the vaccine. Everyone that wants the vaccine can get the vaccine. Not all that bollocks. But in the last year and a half, if anything has been shown, like the goalposts just keep on moving and keep on moving. Politicians surprise lie. That's no surprise anymore, but that's what they do. And everything has just been so blatant in your face, like the media and the lies that they've portrayed and the narratives that they're trying to portray to people. I think a lot of people are starting to like clock onto the bullshit, like especially with the media. Think how many people have lost their businesses this year, and for whatever reason you think, if you look at places like Texas and Florida now, everyone was like, oh, when they're going to open up, all their cases are going to shoot up, and it's low. Everything is low.
And they've been having 70,000, was it?
Yeah. Well, Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders, they had 70,000 fans there. Man. And if you want to wear a mask, you can wear a mask. If you want to have a vaccine, you can have a vaccine. But
Joe Biden. Have you seen what Joe Biden?
Yeah. So Joe Biden tweeted. He was like, "What is it?"
Oh, I think you retweeted.
Yeah, it was get vaccinated. Or wear a mask until like forever, some shit like that. But this is why I'm saying, like, I want to be hopeful, and I hope that all the restrictions are lifted. But I just can't see it. I think what's going to happen, as Boris Johnson came out today in his press conference, he said, "Oh, yeah, we're going to be opening up, but this Indian variant, apparently it's more transmissible, and I can't even say the word, transmissible. And if it's worse, then we're going to probably have to make some tough decisions." He's literally saying to your face that the vaccines aren't going to cover this new variant, and so stuff is going to get closed. I reckon we'll probably have a summer like we had last summer, basically, and everything's going to get shut down again until more people get vaccinated, because that's the agenda. Everyone wants to get vaccinated, and then if this new vaccine isn't covered, then we're going to have to give you new jabs. That's all it's going to be, because that's what they're going to try to create. They're going to create a social credit system, a medical ID. It's fucked.
Have you seen the video, the one I shared the other day with that doctor? He was saying that, like, if you like a 10-year-old boy, his granddad goes and gets a vaccine. And he has an app on his phone that says whether he's got the vaccine or not. And then in 6 months' time, the app on his phone is going to flash up saying your vaccine's out of...
it's expired.
It's expired, yeah, sorry. And you need the new one. And also at the same time, it's going to flash up on his phone your grandson's at the age now he needs it. If you don't get it, you can't.
Do you know what the bad thing is as well?
It's like Black Mirror, honestly.
Mate, it literally is like
the ginger girl one.
The agenda is fucked,
What's
mate.
it
Like
called,
I'm not sure. I know the one you mean.
Yeah.
But the question that I want to know is, why are we forcing vaccinations on kids when really and truly they're kids? They don't know what the fuck's going to be.
They don't know what they're putting in the body. Yeah.
I seen a stat in the last 6 months. Less than 30. Less than 30 kids have died of coronavirus. I don't even think it's
worldwide.
Yeah. Well, no, I think it's in the UK. But like, mate,
they probably have something going on as well. You know what I mean?
No, it's like it's literally been proven that they're not at risk. It's like young people, we're not at risk. Why are you enforcing healthy people to take a vaccine for something that they don't need? And if they don't get it, then they're going to be penalised with their freedoms. It's bonkers, mate.
I believe that if you really wanting the vaccine, then go ahead and get it. I've got no problem with that. My family have all got it. Fair enough.
This is the thing. It's very easy, especially in the media, to attack people for being supposedly anti-vax. I've never said I'm anti-vax. I've never said don't get the vaccine. I'm just saying, like you said, if you want to get the vaccine, happily get the vaccine, but don't force it upon people that don't want to get it. And how is it? What are the human rights of you saying, you don't want it, but if you don't get it, you're not going to be able to do.
Yeah, it's because
simple things.
You can spread it if you don't get the vaccine. But I've had COVID, so I don't really get how it works, to be honest. I can't really comment on it.
I seen a video from the ex-Pfizer vice president, and he literally said that if you take the vaccine and you've already had the virus, you're probably at risk of doing more damage to your body.
Really?
Because you've probably got some sort of antibodies in your stomach, and then you're putting it back in for it to create. I don't know. Well, I don't know the actual ins and outs of it, but if I'm going by the Pfizer vice president, ex-Pfizer vice president, I'm pretty sure he knows what he's talking about. But it's a touchy subject. That's what I mean. But you can see like all the marches that there were in London. You see a few weeks ago.
Of course.
There was hundreds of thousands of people there, and it wasn't anywhere in the news because they don't want you to believe the agenda.
And then was there a spike in cases? And all the Manchester United protests and all that, and
it's all bollocks, bro.
And the thing in Liverpool, the
rave.
The one, I don't think there was a case.
Nah.
After the rave, everyone tested negative. Obviously,
mate, all it is, it's fear mongering. That's literally all it is. I don't care what you think, right? I come from a country which is blatantly full of corruption. So for me, I have no real faith in any political system, red or blue. As much as I want to believe that there's Jeremy Corbyn, mate, he was fucking slandered by the public. He is the only person I've seen so far in my lifetime when I've been following politics to an extent that genuinely was someone for the people. And people might disagree with that, and fair enough, that is your own opinion, and I'm probably not right about everything, and I never say I'm right about everything, but
you can have an opinion.
You can have an opinion.
As can everyone. But
like I said, I just think this whole thing in the last year is just about control, and it's people like to say, "Oh, you're a fucking tin pot cracker that believes in conspiracy theories," but it's not even that. Think how many things were said at the beginning that have been proven to be lies.
Yeah, I know. I was just watching how they dealt with it at the start the other day, and saying about herd immunity and all that crap. And
mate, they've changed their stance on it 100 times.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It just changes so regularly. But I'm just to be fair, now I'm sorry. Sure. Yeah, thanks. I just feel like everyone was talking about it so much this past year, but I feel this past, I'd say, month or 2 months, it's quieting down quite a bit, and I haven't heard as much of the COVID talk as maybe
I'm telling you now,
before.
right? If you didn't have any social media and you didn't watch any TV, you wouldn't think there was a pandemic going on, lad. Suppose a pandemic.
Mass.
Yeah, but right.
But
the thing is, right. What I'm saying is, all around here, all these students, right. You
barely just get on with it.
You barely see people wearing a mask unless you're in a shop because that's the law.
100%.
But how many people our age watches the news and believes what the media says? It's just a generational thing.
Honestly,
and then if you look at our parents' generation, they all fucking. Oh mate, they watch TV. They'll believe anything that the fucking Prime Minister says to them. They'll believe anything the news says to them.
Wake up.
It's just compliant.
They'll have it on, bang on. As soon as you wake up, news. Check the news. Oh shit, this is happening today. When have you ever seen a news story that's positive? When have you ever seen breaking news? Then it's a positive headline.
It's literally just scary.
It's just all negative shit that you just don't want.
Do you know what's crazy as well?
To watch.
Think about all these places that have had dictators in the past or have no democracy now. There was a point where the society in that place had some sort of a democracy.
Yeah.
But the power got so big that people just complied and complied. And it got to a point where, mate, I'm not saying that's what's happening, right? But the Tories have been in power for 10 years, right? They've now.
I don't think it's just the Tories. I think it's an actual world.
It's a world agenda.
Yeah,
it's definitely a world agenda. But I'm saying, as an example, I'm not saying this is what's happening. But if you look at what's happened in the last 10 years, the Tories have had complete power. The last election, they won by the biggest majority in the history.
Yeah.
Right. The local elections that's just happened. What's just happened? Labour flopped again.
What? In the ones in Leeds?
I'm pretty sure. No, I think.
Oh, in general.
In general, yeah.
Yeah.
So the Tories have got more power. We talk about. You said how the NHS has been on tight fucking. Well, it's basically on its. I wouldn't say it's on its knees, but
it was.
Yeah, but the thing is, people go on about, oh well, this pandemic, everyone's got to stay inside. We've got to keep the numbers low so the NHS doesn't get overloaded.
Mate,
the NHS has been underfunded for the last 10 years, if not longer. And the fact that they had the cheek to say, oh yeah, we're going to give you a pay rise of 1%.
Well, I think
that's more disrespectful, to be honest.
I'm waiting to see a flipping gastroenterologist on the NHS. I've been waiting nearly 2 months just to get an appointment with someone. I haven't heard a single thing, and I was promised that it'd be, I think it was 4 to 5 weeks I'd hear something, and I haven't had a single
I'll tell you
thing.
what, mate, the NHS, the staff are incredible. What they do to just help lives in general is just amazing, and hats off to them, no questions out. But it's interesting when you hear people that leave and quit because of the things that they've seen, especially in the last year. You don't hear, like I said, you don't hear any of it on the mainstream news. But if you fucking do your own research, right? Because there's no way I could sit here and try explain exactly what I've seen in my mind, and you've got to form your own opinion of it anyway. But if you listen to people that have quit the NHS in the last year, mate, they'll tell you a completely different story as to what's gone on.
Like what?
Like hospitals being empty, hospitals that are supposedly being sold to you on TV, that is
full,
rammed, full of COVID patients,
completely
and the hospital's overrun. And then these nurses are quitting because in the last 3 months they've not had anything to do, and they're seeing on fucking mainstream media that the hospital's rammed. Those the Nightingale hospitals that they spent millions on.
Yeah, what is it?
Those are like the temporary hospitals that they built. Mate, there was no one in any of them basically. Like they shut them down.
Yeah, I've never.
And they spent millions on them because they all fucking love money, bro. How many times has it been proven in the last year? Priti Patel, fucking Matt Hancock. It's just, mate, it's actually crazy. Like I said,
I'm no politics guy. I can't.
I'm just saying, for anyone listening, whatever opinion you've got, like I said, I come from a place that is fucking rife with corruption. So maybe it's harder for other people to see if they've not been in the environment. But when I've seen like firsthand what it's actually like in other countries, and it's like the corruption is so blatant, they can get away with it so much, they literally just do it in your face. That's why I can just see everything that's happened in the last year. Mate, the way I see it, right, if people in Malta are so fucking hungry that they'll do anything for power, keep power, as people that from Malta will know, the whole Daphne Caruana Galizia case, she was a journalist that had a bomb strapped to her car because she was basically outing all the corruption in both parties, and they blew her car up and she's dead. She died in 2017.
In Malta?
Yeah.
What is the two main parties?
Yeah. So she was mainly out in the Labour Party and the current Prime Minister, and literally the people in government had her killed with a car bomb. So
you always hear stuff like that going on.
So that's what I mean. But mate, Malta is 17 miles long, bro.
And stuff like that.
And stuff like that is happening.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how fucked up people that try run the UK, America, Russia, China? These people are fucking psychopaths if you really think about it. Mate, any politician that fucking tries to say to you, every general election it's the same stuff. They go around touring, they pretend, oh yeah, I'm here for you, you can vote for me, I'm here to fucking look out for you. When none of them do.
It's another Black Mirror episode, mate. Remember the politician?
We live in a fucked up time. Have you seen what's been happening in Palestine?
Oh, I've seen, yeah, but I'm not really.
I don't really know too much knowledge on it, but I know the Palestinian and Israeli war has been going on back and forth. Obviously, the Gaza Strip. I think it's the Gaza Strip where I think it's
where all rockets.
I think it's on the border of Israel and
is it
Palestine.
Just whoever can get control of the area?
Yeah, well, obviously Israel have
just been back and forth for so long.
After the war, they were gifted that country.
Who were?
By the Allies. Israel. Israel was.
Is that Jewish?
Yeah. Well, they're Jewish Christian.
Yeah.
But they like Israel didn't exist until after the World War. The Allies, America and Britain, they created Israel for all the Jews as a safe haven because of what happened in the Holocaust, and there were many Palestinians who were just forced out of their houses and homes and had to move. And I think it's been a back and forth like for hundreds of years where Palestine. I think someone explained to me Palestine had the power over Israel at one point, and it just history goes back and forth.
Yeah, I've heard that.
But what's been going on in the I think it's the West Bank but in the Israeli region, Israel like troops and forces that have just been going in, mate, drone strikes and just fucking killing of kids, mate, like innocent kids, in fact, like literally just killing innocent people. And you only see, it goes back to the whole fucking media narrative, bro. You're only seeing the side of Palestine being bad on the news because Israel is an ally, because it's a powerful country, mate. The British government sold, I think it was like £8 million worth of armour and weapons to Israel a few years ago. So they've got high interest in Israel being like a fucking solid nation. And I seen a video, it was an interview from BBC News and the Palestinian ambassador to the UK, and the BBC interviewer, literally every single question she was just deflecting, talking about how Palestine are the ones that are in the wrong, saying, "Oh, do you condemn what Palestine have been doing?" Instead of the real reason being about Palestine are just reacting to all the fucking ethnic cleansing that's been going on in those areas. I think it's the third most holy place for Muslims is this place in I'm not sure if it's Israel or Palestine, so my knowledge is a bit sketchy. I apologise, but you'll know if you Google it, you'll find where it is. And they were literally praying on their most important day of their religion. It was Eid.
Yeah.
Because they've just finished Ramadan. Yeah, mate, they literally stormed this fucking place.
Oh, is that why it's been all over the news?
Yeah, mate, they're literally just fucking doing it, bro. Just like it's gonna turn into a full-blown war, I think.
Do you think?
Yeah, mate, it's really
been going on years.
Mate, yeah, it has, but because, like I said, there's loads of interest in Israel. You're gonna.
What do you think allies are going to get involved?
Mate, the British are definitely fucking backing Israel and whatever happens there. It's just fucked, mate. It's just such a fucked up situation.
Have a clue.
But yeah, the police literally raided and stormed this mosque, throwing like stun grenades into this place when everyone's just praying. And then they burned it down. I seen a video. There was a fire. They didn't burn it down. There was a fire in it, and across the border wall in Israel, there were literally the street rammed full of people with Israel people cheering. And I don't remember what it was, but it was like saying that they were glad that the place was on fire and shit. It's like such a fucked up situation.
Yeah. Mate,
we live in such a crazy. Yeah, we are so lucky.
So lucky to live where we do, and like have the people around.
Mate, think how many ungrateful people that we have met in our time.
Yeah, 100%.
Ungrateful for the fucking simple.
Not
like the small things in life that are just so. The basics, basically, of just knowing that you can get to bed and have a fucking roof over your head without a missile. Like thinking about food, being in fucking war-torn places. Oh mate, it's crazy.
It's mad. But anyway,
that's why you've got to be appreciative of life, mate.
Get back on the positive stuff now. Though.
Yeah, no, it has been a fucking.
Got on a tangent.
Yeah, we did go off on a bit of a tangent, didn't we?
What are you planning for the get back to normal situation then? Obviously, with Mint open and all that.
Yeah, well, I'm off to the terrace party.
Yeah.
The lineup's a bit fucking. From what
I'm just buzzing to see Archie, me.
Yeah.
Archie.
Is that
the first one? No, the first one.
Oh, what the one that starts at like 1:12? Yeah.
And then straight into
are you doing
terrace party?
Yeah, you're gonna be fucking.
Nah, you're gonna be
sober. You're gonna be sober.
Mate, I haven't had a proper session in a long time, so you gotta do it.
I reckon I'll probably cry at that first rave back, you know.
Mate, imagine seeing that ceiling come on at 1 minute past 12 on the 21st. Oh, there's gonna be
Mate, people are gonna be queuing that for hours.
What?
To
get in? Do you reckon? Oh, I don't know. I'm just buzzing to step foot in there again, to be fair. Who's on the second one? Sebzito, Enzo.
I've seen Enzo a few. I don't really like it. Shay's really ripped into him. Shay's a good.
I've watched Enzo a few times, but been sound. But
yeah,
Archie's the one for me. Are you planning on getting him back on?
Well, the struggle for me is, mate. Like I said, I'm fighting in 8 weeks' time. So I fight on the 10th of July, and everything fucking opens up like 2.5 weeks, or more than that, it's like 3 weeks before. And obviously we move out of here in 6 weeks, so it's only 10 days before I fight. And for everyone that lives in Headley,
so you move out before you fight?
Yeah, but I've got a place to stay. I'm gonna stay at me in a spare room. But yeah, like everyone in Headley knows how fucking good this gaff was silly in some of the parties we threw. It's literally like a nightclub downstairs, and most people listening to this probably fucking have been to the gaff, innit?
We've always had there's always been a hub for all our mates, hasn't there? There's been Burton and then Escort.
Yeah.
And obviously the year before, Burton was getting to know everyone in first year.
Yeah, I've not really known you that long.
No, you don't know me that long, but I've known of you for longer. Yeah. I think just from going to afters and house parties and shit.
I literally didn't.
You used to be well different though.
Me?
Yeah. You used to have a big quiff and just
mate, I've had a fucking experience at least, to say the least, mate. I was such a different person, like.
Yeah, you were. So I'd even say in third year you were different to now.
Last year.
Yeah, but not like last year, like at the very start of third year, so September 2019.
Oh yeah.
You were just miles different. I don't know. I think you've just evolved from there.
I definitely feel like I've grown into who I am a lot more.
It's that haircut, mate.
But,
not today.
Nah,
not today.
Not today.
Nah, but shaving your head, mate. Just don't know. Just change you.
New me.
New Paul. Obviously, with all this podcast as well, smashing it with that.
Yeah, well, appreciate it, mate.
What are you feeling with all the YouTube stuff?
Mate, I've fucking loved every minute.
You loved it?
Yeah.
What about like the actual like when you put a video on and you get all the like stats and stuff?
Oh, with the demographics.
Yeah, and all the all
mate,
that.
to be fair, shout out to you guys. I'm pretty sure we've reached like 6,000 YouTube views.
Oh,
it's between 5,000 and 6,000 YouTube views in total. So
it's just about growing it, mate.
Yeah.
Like, at the start, it's not going to be. You're not just going to start making videos and
well,
they're going to blow
I want
up.
to be doing it for fun, obviously. Obviously, I wanted to progress to a good level because I want to, like I said, the whole aim of doing the podcast is
Yeah.
so you can have the ability to speak to anyone and everyone.
Imagine watching these videos back in years to come.
Mate, it's gonna be fucking mad.
Be good. Yeah, it'll be good though.
Yeah, it will be good.
Bet Joe Rogan watches his first ones back and thinks,
Yeah.
oh no, and all the different people he's had on.
Oh mate,
I always refer to Joe Rogan, but there's that many podcasts out there.
yeah, definitely.
Like,
He's just like
he's the main guy.
But mate, honestly, like, you make a good point. It's just, unfortunately, I move out of here in 6 weeks, and I'm probably not gonna have anywhere to film any podcasts. So, I'm gonna have a few to like get me going. Probably until I want to do a few until the end of July. But yeah, I'm not gonna have anywhere to film in a studio, so I probably will do one. I can probably sort one every now and again, and they'll be good. I'm not gonna stop doing YouTube though.
You could do Pirate Studios and rent the producing rooms out.
Yeah, but the thing is also, mate.
Or is there not a band room?
It's not even that. I'm moving to Liverpool to train. I'm gonna be like moving to this gym where I'm gonna be basically just training and learning about the business.
You could try and do the odd one every now and again.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I think I've decided I'm gonna make like a little, not a movie, just like I'm gonna document my fight 8-camp week.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm just gonna vlog it and then just make it into one video.
I'm gutted I can't see it.
Oh yeah, no, not true, mate. No, joke. I take the piss.
Ibiza, and we fly back the day after.
Mate, that Ibiza plan, that's literally been planned for over a year.
Yeah, it's been planned for time. And
I chose the fucking villa. It's paying, and I'm not even going anymore.
What happened to the first one? I couldn't come to the first one either, I don't think. Or did it just get cancelled?
Well, I fought in April of 2019. Did I know you in April 2019?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think we're close.
No.
You did know me.
I was meant to fight last May, and then it got cancelled.
Oh,
the first one was April 2019. But
that your first fight?
Yeah, it was I didn't even fucking train for the fight. I was literally.
What happened?
Well, I was just a fucking idiot. I got a draw. I didn't lose.
Yeah.
I went points, but it was just a shit fight, and I was tired. Like I said, I didn't do any training, so my fitness.
Were you knackered?
Mate, this is the first thing that happened. The first round. Like, bear in mind, I've got no experience really. I just fucking love to fight, and I'm not an aggressive person. That's the weird thing.
You would when you get in the ring.
Yeah, it's different. That's what I mean. It's
that's
different.
What I mean. Like when you.
But like people think of fighters, and like there are people that are out there just look for fights, but it's just like yeah. But I'm not really like I've literally never really had a fucking scrap in the street.
You watch a fight and they'll be like angry and like look like they want to fucking rip the guy's head off before the fight, and then as soon as that bell rings at the end, it's fine. Everything goes back to how it was.
It's so different.
It's mad, isn't it? Like people's perspectives on fighters and what happens behind closed doors. Like you're just a chilled, laid back guy, but obviously you love MMA.
Yeah, mate. Honestly, like I said, I think I've come into myself in the last year just because I think I've just combined everything I like to
love and put it together.
I've just put it together and just like I can still chill in that, but like I'm being more productive with my time.
And you love flipping, getting people in headlocks and doing fake.
Well, yeah. So last time, I literally basically what it is it's a charity fight under Ultra MMA. So it's an 8-week camp with one head coach. Tom Crosby's a professional fighter out of AVT, and you get 2 free sessions a week. You're encouraged to take more and then pay for the memberships. But basically, you get two sessions a week. Everyone trains together, and then you find out the Wednesday before you fight who you're going to be fighting.
So you fight the people you've been training?
Yeah. So they match you up.
What if you become proper close friends and that?
Well, they match you up with people that are the same level of skill that they think are the same weight.
You're going to have some clue. You're going to have some clue you fight.
Yeah, for sure. But there's a game plan around. So last time I literally.
Is this one you're doing? No.
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing again this time. So last time I literally only did the 3 sessions that they did. I didn't do any running outside. So I was doing 2 hours of training a week for an MMA fight. And then I remember there was probably like 2 weeks as well where I didn't go both days. So that's what. That's less than 16 hours of training for a fight.
Step your game up, mate.
But yeah, the first thing that happened, we were standing up. My shit stand up, throw 1, 2, whatever. He goes to like take me down, pushes me against the cage, and then I'm basically against the cage, standing up. He's not taking me down, like I'm chilling, and I can literally see we're in his corner, but I can literally see right in front of my coach. So I'm like pretty calm. You can see me in the video, and he was putting his head here. And my arms
is that when you got that picture?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I had him in a choke here, and then I should have put my arm around him like this way, because it's a better choke.
What, and then tapped out?
Yeah, mate, I was very close to tapping him out, so I put him on there. I put it like there under his head that way. Took him down. Yeah, sorry, I was against the cage, so I brought him down, put him in the choke, got him in my full guard, and I literally heard him go. But obviously, like,
why did you just let it slip?
Bro, all that energy I did in that, I was just knackered straight away. Mate, grappling is ridiculously intense. You literally like.
How long was the fight?
It went the distance. It's 3 2-minute rounds. It's a bit shit for MMA, to be honest.
Nah, but still, 6 minutes of tough work.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
That's what I mean. It's completely different.
I mean, it's going to be light work on July 10th.
I hope it is for you, mate. I hope you.
I've been training fucking hard, mate.
You have.
Like in the last year, because I thought I was maybe fighting in May. It's been a blessing in disguise because I'd kill the guy that I would have fought like a year ago. I've improved so much. Like.
Same with anything. If you put the work in, you get the reward, mate.
I wouldn't say like. I'd say I've been consistent with it, but I've not said until maybe like the last like month or two. I've been more consistent with it. But like before, like 2 months ago, I was still in good shape. Like before, I was training. I was going gym or doing a run like. Maybe like 2 runs.
You're doing regular runs now, and you're doing getting good times.
I've still not got below 20. The best is like 21.
Mate,
24 for 5k.
Miles better than I can do.
I need to fucking get down to a 19-minute 5k.
No. I need to get myself back to the gym. Gyms have been open how long now? For 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
And I think I've been about 3 times. Just shocking behaviour,
that is bad.
Shocking. But
every time they've finally put bags back up at JD gyms now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's still not the same. Exercise Flash was the one. They literally used to have a cage, a boxing ring, and 6 bags.
And 6 bags.
Mint, mate. Because like there's.
And then the cage were closed for months and months.
Yeah, it's through the COVID.
Yeah, since COVID.
Fucking mate. Fuck COVID.
And you used to meet people, didn't you, on the bags?
Mate, I still meet people every time I go there. There's someone new that I haven't seen.
Oh, and you get chatting. Yeah. And you can.
Spoke to this one guy yesterday. No, it wasn't yesterday. It was Tuesday. And he was saying he's Norwegian Turkish.
Bit of a weird one,
yeah.
Isn't it? Living in Leeds.
Yeah, he literally just moved to Leeds by himself like 3 weeks ago with his dog. I swear down.
Defo chatting shit.
I'm not even chatting shit.
Norwegian.
My phone's on there.
Norwegian Turkish man with his dog moved to Leeds. 2 days ago.
No, 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
I met him 2 days ago.
Oh my god.
I'm not even taking the piss.
I've heard it all now.
He looked like a fucking. A Norwegian Turkish Andy Ruiz.
Oh,
he looked like Andy Ruiz if he was half Turkish
and half Norwegian.
Half Norwegian.
Jesus Christ! Do you watch football?
No, mate, I'm not a football fan.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, City won the league yesterday, didn't they? Or was it the day before? Who gave them the league?
Mate, I think
Man United losing.
Mate, I think. When we filmed our podcast, were United top of the league?
Nah. I think City just overtook them. City were just coming out of that bad run of
Man,
form.
it's so bad. We literally had a shite start to our season. You had a good start. Then we picked it up really quickly. You went shit.
Like
I swear we were top of the league for like 2 weeks at least. 2 3 weeks.
It was, and then I thought at one point flipping out City gonna be like chasing top 4 here, and then Gundogan turned it around.
Hasn't he scored like 17 goals this season?
He had that absolutely sick run of form. I think it was.
He literally scored like every game for like fucking 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
He went on that massive unbeaten run. And now we've run for the fake treble, according to Jesus Christ, I've heard it all.
It is a fake, mate, the League Cup.
FA Cup or League Cup, they're both the same.
Nah.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
What difference does it make?
Teams play different. Teams play different.
Who wants the FA Cup?
Who teams winning Chelsea or Leicester? That's tomorrow, you know.
What? The final, Leicester and...
I think it is.
Leicester and Chelsea. Sunday? No, it's definitely this weekend, I don't know what day.
I'm fucking at work Sunday, mate.
It's got to be Chelsea. Thomas Tuchel done a madness.
Leicester are winning the FA Cup.
What do you reckon?
And Chelsea are beating City in the final.
Nah, they fuck.
I don't know how bad.
Double eclipse.
I've not really done well my predictions on the podcast.
Double
so
eclipse.
I predicted McGregor to win. He got fucking knocked out. I thought United were going to win the league and Man City won the league. I've pretty much gotten half of my
when was the McGregor
predictions wrong. January.
Oh, was it Jan?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. Don't be putting any more on. You can't afford to lose any more.
Do you think it's going to be Poirier?
When's that?
My fight night.
Oh, is it the same night?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Obviously McGregor had to fight.
Might have to fly back early.
It had to be one of them.
Might have to fly back early. But Spain's still on the green list.
Oh yeah.
So not booking any flights or anything.
No.
For the time being, but don't know. I think McGregor's done for now.
Nah, come on, bro. Don't be disrespectful like that.
I'm not. I don't know MMA from my ass, so I can't comment.
I think the lightweight belt tonight, well, not tonight, tomorrow, Chandler and Oliveira, is going to be a silly fight. But
not a clue.
Chandler, if he wins, he's been saying that he thinks that McGregor is going to beat Poirier. So he's basically like laying the foundations to call out McGregor if he beats.
Yeah. He wants to take over United, doesn't he?
Nah, it was just a
passing comment.
Yeah, it was just a joke. I
think Glazers will never leave. He's stuck with the Glazers forever.
They're not gonna sell us.
And he won't even make a comment with a camera in his face.
He doesn't give a fuck.
He don't give a fuck. Was it his dad? His dad had it.
His dad family, yeah, something like that.
His dad had it before. I think everyone hated him as well.
Yeah, mate. There's no one. None of the
I don't think United
fans.
Apart from all your international fans, probably don't even know about them.
They are probably one of the worst owners though. Well, I'd say that.
And the Arsenal,
imagine having what's his name? Florentino Perez.
Which
Real
Madrid? Real Madrid.
He's fucking awful, mate.
Is it? No, I don't know.
He's a rat.
What about the Arsenal one?
Oh, Kroenke.
Don't know, but they don't like him.
Kroenke, yeah.
Kroenke.
Fuck knows, I wasn't sure.
No, I don't have a clue about that, but to be fair, who's still in that Super League?
Well, Real Madrid, Barcelona, and there's another team. Juventus, that's it, yeah. They said that if they don't pull out of it, they're gonna get like a 2-year ban from UEFA competitions, I think.
I don't get it. It's all greed, isn't it? It's just actually all greed. But to be fair to the owners,
to be honest, mate, what do you expect? That's literally what football's been ruined by that, because it was literally run by fans really back in the day.
Was it you? I was having a conversation with about the price of players.
I don't think so.
Sorry. How quickly the price of players has gone up.
Mate, that's what I mean. Like before, it was owned by fans. Like it was literally run by shares from fans.
Yeah.
And there was more fan input. And then they changed the whole when they made it just the normal Premier Division, and then they commercialised it to the Premier League.
Yeah.
That's when all the money started in, and the money the TV money came in, and then that's when owners were like buying bigger stakes, and then it was just more coming up more. It was becoming more of a sport to be marketed sort of thing, and then look how it's gone now, mate. You got fucking footballers doing TikToks.
It's gone Americanized.
Yeah, it's literally 100%.
United.
So what do you expect when when you do that, like, you're gonna create that fucking culture of just money.
TikTok is the next big thing. Well, it already is the next big thing, but that's gonna be the hub where everyone puts stuff out.
I can proudly say I have never had a
TikTok, mate, is good.
No, it's not.
It is. If you watch the right kind of videos, you learn so much, mate. I follow a few golf accounts. Honestly, some good golf accounts. Forgot the name of them, but you'll be scrolling and it'll just come up with suggested golf videos because you've been watching those golf ones. And everyone thinks TikTok's just a place where you learn, like, it's all girly and it's just girls doing them weird TikTok trends, but mate, it's educational.
Shut the fuck
Get
up,
on
man.
it. I bet there's a lot
Get
of
in the bin,
MMA videos on there.
Nah.
Honestly, if people use TikTok,
what can't you find on TikTok that you can't find on YouTube, bro?
No, it's like short videos.
No, I understand,
that people,
but they're shit short videos.
They're not.
They are.
You don't know until
the
you try.
majority of TikTok is full of fucking 13-year-olds who have just hit puberty.
Yeah, exactly. But if you watch the right videos, the fucking feed will come up with suggested stuff that you've been watching. So everyone's feed will be different. I won't get loads of fucking little girls doing dances to shit songs.
I don't know, you might have.
No, maybe, yeah. But nah, you get stuff that you want to watch. Because that's how they've set up all the algorithms.
Right, James, I've got a question for you.
What?
What do you think of aliens?
Trim that bit. Aliens.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, do I believe in them?
Well, what is your opinion on it? Do you think they're real?
I 100% believe there's something out there that we don't know about. But whether you call them aliens or you call them God or you call them whoever you want to call them, God.
What do you mean? How's God coming to aliens?
Because like there's a someone out there who we don't know about.
So someone's controlling it.
Yeah.
It's a game.
God's
Someone's
an alien. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. There's definitely something.
Mate,
definitely something.
That's the simulation. The simulation theory.
That's another TikTok video.
Oh mate, do you know what I realised, right?
What?
I did that fucking the questions on my story. What do people wanna?
Oh my god!
I completely forgot to get the questions.
Oh no!
I just realised.
No, this is going to be a long. I don't mind.
I just remember someone asked me about the simulation theory.
Do you want me to get it? Do you want to log in on my phone?
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Fucking hell! You can't ask people to ask questions and forget.
Right. Oh mate, I'm gonna have to fucking try and remember my password here. Bear with people.
Literally, he was talking about Palestine and all that shit, and I was thinking, mate, people have been asking questions. You want to hear stuff?
Do you want to read them out? Or do you want...
You're the host. Hostess with the mostest.
Right. Amelia says poo.
We.
Hose says, shout out Hose. Shout out to everyone that's given us a question.
Hose, the man.
What 3 people, dead or alive, would you have a boozy meal with?
Oof. Carl Cox.
I'll let you go. Carl Cox.
Your turn. Back.
No. You can name your 3.
Carl Cox. Oh mate, that's
dead or alive.
That's what I mean.
I'd want to sit. I want to sit and speak to Tupac.
Tupac.
Nah. Tupac, JFK, and Joe Rogan.
Carl
That
Cox.
was a fucking combination.
Jordan Belfort.
Yeah, fucking hell, mate.
That'd be good. So that would be some good stories. Who's another one?
James, look how nice I'm being. You got a fucking eyelash. You got to blow it, mate. Give it a fucking wish.
Wish I could think of someone to say. You know?
Right, come on. Dun, 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 dun,
Nah,
dun, dun,
no.
dun, dun,
I'm giving
dun,
2.
dun.
I'm giving 2.
2, right.
That's hard, that. Looking around for inspiration.
What is the best venue you've ever played at?
Mint Warehouse.
Yeah. Was that the Jalen Thompson night?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was just
unbelievable, mate.
Sick night, honestly. I've spoke about it before on this podcast. How much of a good night it was.
I didn't find Lover of the Bio by Mud Crutch on Apple
Podcast. Shut
up. You got you finished your set with Blackwater, didn't you?
Yeah, Blackwater.
What about it?
Yeah, it was a very good night.
That's one events.
That was one of the nights that people hear that song and refer back to that night.
I literally. How sick is a feeling for that?
That's a very good feeling. Yeah, people play it at nights out and go, "Oh, this just reminds me of Dimension." Where else? One of the biggest event, Thursday night. Obviously, can't be expected pissing it down. But just the vibe there was second to none. Everyone was just like
that was
buzzing.
a fucking sick night.
That's what I mean.
When
it was
that?
Fucking sick. October 2019.
Mate, unbelievable time. And how was my camp? It was top notch, mate. I went and stayed at Four Corners Gym in Liverpool. Got to train with like world champion coaches. Like the gym is just the best MMA gym in the country, I think. Mark DeCase, who fights in the UFC, fights out there with two other guys there, Jack Grant and Justin Burlington. All the lads are so sound.
Put your flag up.
Oh yeah, put my Maltese flag up. It was a sick time. That's where I'm going to be moving to in Liverpool, so it's going to be a good experience. Kurt Bennett.
Go on, Kurt. What's this?
He says, event space in Leeds, maybe after the closure of Mints Club, Church and Mission.
Where?
So a new event space at least. I think Sheaf Street is a good place. Sheaf Street is a very good place.
And I've just heard of. I've just found one. I've just seen one more. I watched the Ruckus live stream. I think it was last night. And mate, the production and the images that were displaying on the behind the DJ booth.
Yeah. And
it just looks
sick.
Is it? I'll show you a video now. It was literally in Leeds called the Lockup. But I thought, I don't know if it's a venue to hold events, but it's definitely a venue to think about.
But these are like, yeah, it looks sick. This.
You know what I mean? Imagine a little dimension in that private thing goes
on
about.
Oh mate, that's fucking well cool, to be fair.
And do little live stream.
This is the Lockup Leeds.
Obviously, Ruckus have got in there first.
So what's the Instagram for people to look at? Ruckus24.
No. That's the you can look at that if you want.
Yeah.
But that's the people who were doing the event.
The Lockup Leeds. Yeah.
The Lockup Leeds is the venue. Does look good.
I need the questions back.
Sorry, mate.
It's alright, mate. No worries. Yeah, so it's a shame. I feel like the best clubs that I ever went to was Mint Club and Church.
Mint Club, Church.
It's a shame that they're fucking just. They said Church was going to be used for a library, but they therefore just bought it out because they didn't want parties there.
What is it not become a library?
Mate, it's literally just fucking nothing's been done to it.
The sound in that venue, honestly.
You had a very good night there as well. You opened for Martinez Brothers at the last event.
That's probably on par with the.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how did you not forget?
Yeah, I didn't forget. I just think Mint Warehouse. Oh, I don't know actually. That's a good one. Because Mint Warehouse, when I played Mint Warehouse, it was just before they got the roof installed and they changed all the booth round.
But mate, opening up for Martinez Brothers at the last ever Church event is a pretty.
Handing over to them and just like them saying cheers and just like good set.
What were they like?
Smoking a spliff, yeah, just chilling. Said nice set, boys. Shook our hands and we're just like. Let them play, and then they stayed for 5 minutes at the end and got pictures before they were whisked away to play the next gig. Mad lifestyle, honestly. Play the gig at Leeds, I think it was. Got picked up from the airport just before the gig. Brought here. They weren't drinking or getting on it or doing anything like that. They were just obviously smoking, chilling out. I think they did.
I feel like Josh says that he mixes best when he's stoned.
Yeah.
I feel like
Martinez Brothers are definitely those kind of people to do that though.
I feel like think how many DJs fucking are off their tits when they make it. Everyone's off their tits in the industry, really.
Mate, that's what I think. Just remaining that noise downstairs. Be quiet.
I don't know if I can pick it up. Yeah, go on. You were saying.
I think with the industry we're in, well, that I'm in, the people DJing, it's just like common thing to get fucked.
Yeah.
And the people there get fucked. I think remaining level-headed within an industry that is so renowned for drug taking and getting off your face is such a necessity.
It's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. That's what I mean. Like, I feel like if you were just fucking blazed, like you can actually perform a set. Like you don't.
Blazed, yeah. I don't know. I personally couldn't play Blaze because I'm a fucking donut when I get blazed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it works for some people to make coke is the fucking number one for most people.
First event, here we go.
Go on.
First event we did, Dimension, at church, but it was in the chapel bit of church, so the smaller event space. I think it was 600 capacity. I think we got about 250 there for the first event, which was decent. But mate, me and Kurt were just on a mad one because it was our first event we'd done, and we were playing last. And obviously we'd sold the tickets, everyone was in. We thought, oh fuck it, we'll have a good time now. If you know what I mean, we'll have a good time. So I was in the back doing whatever, and then we went out to play our set. Bearing in mind, this is probably one of the biggest crowds we'd played to.
How many people were there?
About I'd say 200, 250.
Pretty decent that.
But we'd never really played to a big crowd before, and it was our first event. But I decided to get fucking stupid before, just getting too excited. And then mid-set, we were playing. I think we were playing 128 BPM, so it was pretty quick techno. Like normally, it'd be around 126, 125, just standard. But we were playing a bit quicker. And then in the middle of the set, I decided to just put on Sister Sledge. I think it was. I think it was like 76. Or no, was it 70? Wow. It was like 76 BPM disco track, and it just like changed the vibe completely. And I was just like, oh, why have I just done that? Because in my head I thought, oh, Sister Sledge track, yeah, this will go off now. And I think I remember everyone just looking up, being a bit confused, like, where's this come from? And I was just there, like, bopping away like that Sister Sledge track on. I just remember it flopping and me just... I think it was towards the end of the set, so it wasn't that bad, and no one even remembers it when I tell them now. But for me, like, that's just a big thing for the first event. Putting that on in the middle, and I think Kurt was pissed off as well. I don't blame him, to be fair, because just one of them things that you look back on and laugh. Won't happen again.
So the other question we've got, how did you start Dimension? How did you get started with it?
So first year, struggling for money. And I remember being in the car with my dad, and just I think I was on the way back from uni or something like that, and just thinking, like, a DJ now, what if we could like do our own events and put our own events out there to showcase what we're about in our music. And how many years ago? That 2018 it was, over 3 years ago, March the 19th set it up. It was common. It was a common thing to have an events company, but compared to now, mate, it was nothing like it is now.
Yeah.
Every man and his dog these days have got some kind of events company out there and wanting to put events on, which is sound, but I just think it's getting really oversaturated with the same kind of sound. Mate,
there are so many events.
That's what I mean. You get carried away with it. That's why when I come back from the long time out that I've had, I'm determined to make it unique and to bring something to the UK that no one's seen. And I've got a few good ideas up my sleeve that no one else has been doing.
Don't be saying it on camera, lads.
No, obviously not. But
does it
involve
strippers?
It involves strippers, lots of them. But yeah, I just think to get somewhere these days, especially with the amount of people trying to do the same thing, you just got to change it up and be different, but in a good way. I think the very good example of that is Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Honestly, those boys are smashing it. I think just the whole...
I've never been to one of their events, I can't lie, but
I've got the Infuse one.
Is that the one where they're just
The car
Like,
showroom.
I was at a car showroom.
I meant to go to
like loads of different.
Yeah,
colours on,
I meant to go to one of the events before, but I haven't been able to make it for whatever reason. But I just think I think Ollie Ryder does the.
Their clothes are really cool as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they do their own designs by hand on digital pen. I don't know what it is.
Digital pen.
Digital pen. No, what's it called? Where you can draw the shit in it. Comes
Yeah,
to
it's
life.
like a Wacom tablet.
Yeah, it's a tablet of some sort, and they just draw all the designs. Got their own unique music. I just think it's a sick event to look up to personally.
So Kobe, shout out Kobe. It's the best.
Did I answer that question?
Yeah, you did. How you started Dimension?
Yeah, we didn't have
did we go for
much
it? No,
money.
yeah.
Yeah, we went off tangent again. Jesus Christ. who asked that?
Dan B.
Oh, Danby, yeah. Fucking hell. Sorry, mate. So I was in my dad's car, make it quick. Didn't have any money at uni. Thought we may as well try and start
OnlyFans
events
or
page.
Dimension.
OnlyFans or Dimension. No, it was before that. Before all that. So we thought we'll try and get an event started to just our mates, just people we know. Just get them to come down and kind of listen to our stuff because we knew all our mates liked it and we were always playing flat parties for them in uni, and we get stupid crowds coming to our flats to come and have afters and sessions and whatever. So we thought we may as well try and make some money off it. You know what I mean? Sell tickets for it, put it on at a nice venue and see what happens. We were trying to think of the name Dimension for fucking ages. We tried. What did we try? I think it was Converge.
That's a pretty cool name though. Still,
Dimension
is better though.
Yeah, we had a few laid out, and it was me, Brad Tabbs, and Kurt at the time. Obviously, Brad's
Shout
gone
out
on
Tabbs.
to Render, but yeah, we just got the ball rolling with that really, and obviously people have gone their own avenues.
It's got a fucking considering you've not really done it for that long. It's got a pretty good name for itself.
Yeah,
so,
mate.
Loads of people know about it.
I still speak about it to people in Leeds, and they know what I'm on about. Even though I've not really been posting at all for the past year, but like I said in the first video, I think not posting is far better than posting shit that you're not really proud of.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Just stopping it completely and coming back with something next level is far better.
Yeah, I don't really think any of the sit downs are any good. They're all shy.
Yeah, but at least you're trying to get the music.
Yeah,
out
I mean,
but
especially for big business as well. I can imagine you've got people on a payroll. You've kind of just got to support them in that moment as well, even though it's just one of them, innit?
Yeah.
Carney, my man, is he off to Ibiza with you?
Carney? Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. Enjoy Ibiza, lads. Ideals of what the world will be like in 100 years in terms of technology, wars, nature.
Fucking hell.
What disaster.
We're for a bit now, Carney.
Right, what do you think? What do you think, mate? I think technology.
I think we're going into we're well into the digital age. I tell you that.
Oh, for sure, mate. Can you imagine technology in 100 years? That's scary to think about.
I think there'll be a lot more.
Everything's gonna be autonomous for sure.
Robotics and whatnot knocking about.
Mate, it's gonna be like fucking Fallout.
But mate, people. When was it? Back to the Future came out. They said flipping flying cars and shit.
But mate, from the Second World War to the 80s,
how mad technology went.
it was all right, but the mad thing, you had maybe a computer and a landline.
And then 90s to now it just absolutely blew up.
Oh mate, more even the last 11 years, 2010.
Mate,
2010 is when the first iPhone came out, really.
Mate,
a bit before.
Mate,
second or third generation.
I'd be on my
BBM.
DS, Nintendo DS,
Yeah.
and I'd think that was fucking sick. 'Cause it had a touch
Mate,
screen,
it's fucking mad.
and it had your little stylus that came with it, and used to be playing along with that.
I tell you what, it's literally going to be like that Black Mirror episode. I think it's one of the first ones where you can replay your memories
With your eye.
Yeah, mate, that is definitely going to happen in our lifetime.
I'd hate
You're
that.
definitely going to be able to access it for
Won't
sure.
like that.
Because mate, that's the next big thing.
That's the first Black Mirror, I think.
Yeah.
Is
No,
it
the first
one?
one's the Prime Minister and the pig.
Oh, well, it's one of the.
It's
one
in
of
the first
yeah,
season.
yeah, yeah.
But mate, that is 1,000,000% going to happen, because why would you need a phone or have a phone when if you
You
could
can
just
have it
you could
all
just
later.
store and rewatch all of your memories from your own vision, so you
I'd
can
hate
actually
that.
relive being where you were.
Nah, there's pros and cons to that.
Pros and cons, but it's pretty fucking weird if you're honest with
It'd
me.
mess your head up.
Mate, did you see it got confirmed that they they managed to create a monkey human embryo,
A what?
a monkey and a human embryo.
What, in one person?
Yeah. And
Let's see
Alex
that question. What else did it say?
Oh shit, yeah. Well, let me say this. Yeah, so they found people.
Technology
Wars, nature, and disasters. But yeah, mate, that technology, like Alex Jones was saying this stuff like almost 10 years ago, and he was saying how like the military.
Is he that big guy?
Yeah. He's also been saying that like the military were doing like human and spider and snake for like reptiles. So like reptiles more like snakes. It's like like if you cut off a lizard's leg, like it grows back.
Yeah.
The same concept.
What, they're doing it for us?
They were like testing that out for like military purposes, for like imagine soldiers.
Oh my god. Wars are going on for fucking ages.
Mate, it's literally like X-Men. It's literally like X-Men.
You have to get headshot every time. You've got to kill someone. Or actually just pour this magic liquid on your leg.
Like slicing someone's arm off and then it's like...
No, right, stop this.
Right, wars and nature and natural disasters, what do you think?
Don't want to think about wars.
Wars is something... It's every single generation of any human has seen war in their lifetime. It's never going to go away. Nature, I mean...
Oh mate, stuff needs to change rapid.
Mate, we're going to be fucking living...
I don't want to have kids.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I want to have a fucking massive family.
I want a good family, but I'm afraid to bring them up.
What the fuck are we getting them into?
I don't want to bring someone up in a world that's, like you said, so corrupt and is failing miserably.
But mate, the thing is, it's so corrupt that the world is
recycling
running literally just money. And when you actually deep it, bro, everything is a facade.
Is what?
It's like a facade. Like it's not.
Like
everything that they make you to perceive as real isn't real. It's fucking shit.
I just like...
That's why, bro, you've got to fucking live your life to the fullest and literally just not give a fuck. We're all gonna die one day. How do you want to? Do you know what I mean? It's true though. It's a deep thought, but it is true. That's
true.
why you can't.
You gotta
be
live
afraid.
it to the full.
Just don't be afraid to fucking do shit, mate. It's all, mate. I think like doing stuff that scares you is good. I've learned and had good things come from it.
Yeah.
Just got to take a leap of faith.
I think all the what was I talking about with the anxiety has put things into perspective. Like made me think, because I'm normally scared of flying. Hate going on long holidays like far away because I hate being in the sky for so long. Fucking shits me up, mate.
It's a bit weird.
But then I think just being so scared of my health and thinking it was so bad has just made me think, why I'm scared of stuff like flying. Like if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna fucking die. You know what I mean? This is what it is. You want to go to these nice places, and the only place to get there most of the time is by fucking plane. So grow a set of balls and get on the plane. You know what I mean?
Good lad.
I've done that before though. I've gone to an airport and not got on the plane.
What?
Yeah.
You refused to get on?
You not know that?
No.
Yeah.
When?
Honestly, embarrassing. Went to Spain quite a few years ago now, and we were coming back. And I normally get pissed before flights because...
How old are you? When was this?
I was about 17. Yeah. Underage drinking. Nah, but used to have a few before, so it just like relax you a bit. And I remember going. I think we went straight from the beach to the airport, and because Mercy is such a small airport, it's closed down now. You used to be able to get there less than an hour before, go through security and just jump on the plane. So that's what we did. Went through security. The plane was like about to leave, so we went to queue up, and I just seen it and I fucking broke down. I thought, fuck getting on that. Fuck getting on that. I absolutely shit myself.
Did you miss the flight?
So I was with my ex-girlfriend at the time, my first girlfriend, and she went getting on the plane, and I was just stood there like, nah, can't be arsed with this. And obviously I felt tight because she obviously needed to go home. like I would have obviously forked out more money because we'd have to pay for 2 tickets to go back. And so she was about to get on, and I was like, yeah, that's fine, go. I just can't get on it. And she ended up getting off and staying with me.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice of her, but fucking hell, like, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing.
Did you pay for her flights back?
Fuck knows, I can't remember now what happened.
You definitely did.
I can't remember what happened with it all. Don't give me that, I can't remember.
No, I'm joking. Cam Forbes, the eyebrow game for lads. I get my eyebrows done.
Mate, nah, I used to.
My eyebrows are too bushy, bro.
Look at mine. Mine are the worst. Every time I see...
fuck off. My eyebrows are definitely much harder to be, like,
what do you
managed.
mean? Mate,
they're fucking well bushy, lad.
I'll go...
I just did mine, though, today.
I went on...
I normally get a female friend.
I went on lads holiday.
That came out so wrong.
I went on a lads holiday. Well, the few lads holiday that I've been on, every time you go down the strip, you know, there's people saying, come in my bar, come in this bar, free shots bar. Every single one would just say, do you do your own eyebrows? Are your own eyebrows? You got better eyebrows than me. You draw your eyebrows on. Every fucking single time. It was so annoying. Like, these are my own eyebrows. Like, why the fuck would I draw my eyebrows on? They're just well dark. It pisses me off. Like, people think my eyebrows are fucking fake. They're not. They're my own fucking eyebrows. Jesus Christ. It's a very strong subject for me. I get touchy about it. It pisses me off. And if I leave them to grow out, mate, they'll go like that cunt. They're fucking bushy. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
Oh, you need to give that a fucking a new thing.
I need to be fucking doing it more at an angle.
But, yeah. I'll clear that one up, I think. Don't draw my eyebrows
on. How did you develop as a DJ? You started off playing R&B music, didn't you?
Yeah, so standard lad thing. I think I was in year 6 at... No, year 6. Year 11 at
I'm
school.
gonna fucking say what else, right?
Primary school. Nah, year 11 at secondary school. And we've been going to house parties, and that was kind of setting off. Did you have house parties in Malton?
I have, mate. Honestly, I
not know anything.
Well, no, we had like house parties, but like it weren't
the same as it.
Nah, no way, mate. I was a fucking little loser when I was younger. To be fair, I was a little bit of a loser. I can't lie.
No, I remember going to house parties in year 11.
It's all good though.
And I was normally in charge of music, or I'd be on the speaker most of the night because I had pretty decent tunes. You know what I mean? No, I always had the tunes ready to play at the party.
Pretty cool.
You know what I mean? Jumping on the aux and that. So I asked my dad if he could buy me some decks for Christmas. I had no clue what decks to get. Not a clue. Like Pioneer, Newmark, Tractor. So I ended up getting some Newmark Mix Track Pro 2s, I think they were, connected to your laptop. Ran it through Serato, and I didn't have a clue what I was doing to begin with. I was mixing R&B tracks with house tracks.
Sick.
Mate, honestly sounding unreal. But I'd put them on SoundCloud, mate, and I'd go to school the next day and people will have it on or will have listened to them.
That's pretty good. Impressive, to be fair.
And obviously, seeing that, even though they were shit mixes, I got the belief to want to pursue it. And then after, obviously, learning quite a lot more about beat matching and just the fundamentals of DJing.
Do you reckon when you started doing that, you realised that you wanted to spend your life doing music?
Mate, I've always loved music from such an early age, but yeah, I think DJing for me is the one. I've tried producing, and hands up, I'll say producing is not for me. Not for me, honestly. I've tried it, and I just love playing records and playing into crowds, whether it be big or small. There's just the idea of sitting in front of a laptop and being dead technical with it all is something that personally I don't find attractive.
Would say, sorry to interrupt you, but say if you got your brand to be say for example as big as Music On, would you still want to be playing like sets?
Mate, this is what I mean.
Yeah.
So if you grow in a brand personally,
You got to be the face.
you
of
can no, you don't have to be the face of it, but people know you for that brand, so you can be warming up nights or playing at afters. You still get to play to crowds, and you still get to warm up for some of your favourite DJs, but you're just not going to have peak time slot. Or you're not going to be you're not going to be known as a DJ. You're just going to be known as
you're not going to take the main slot.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered about like. I think the people who are putting the work in behind the scenes, making sick tracks, deserve to be given that prime spot. Whereas I'm the one who's curating these nights and putting them on. So maybe I'll what?
Good word that.
Oh shit. Nah, I'll be the one who warms up or maybe plays at the afters, and I'll be known as the guy who's putting these events on rather than the guy who's making the tracks and being the headline DJ. Well, that's just my personal
You're destined for greatness, man, I believe.
Nice one, mate.
Owen says, update on your ASBO for public noise disturbance.
Oh, what do you mean, mate?
Was it the
neighbour thing?
Yeah, did you go viral for it?
Oh, big viral. You know what I mean?
How many millions did it hit views?
It hit a lot of views, I'll tell you that.
It was. I think it was.
It was on a lot of different.
I think it might have been like
social,
3 million. Like, it must have been more than 3 million if you think about it.
It was just on a lot of different pages and a lot of different social platforms. I get people coming up to me. Obviously, it was in the height of COVID.
I'm going to use this as a clip, by the way.
What?
Jimmy on the moment I went viral.
Fuck off.
So yeah, what was the video for people that didn't know?
No, it was me at the start of COVID. There was a lot of live streams going on at the start, so I jumped on the bandwagon, did one for District. But the first take I did, halfway through my set, there was a very angry old man behind my fence at home, where my mum used to live and moved house since then. And then midway through a track, when the bass came back in, he had enough of it and shouted over, "Turn that bloody music down!" And my stepdad got involved and told him to calm down about 100 times. Now we just stood there like, what do I do now? This was midway through the set, so I can't really stop the music. But obviously we've got an angry old man who's pissed off about it, and I wasn't even playing it that loud. Honestly, my mum and my stepdad aren't ones to blast music and have the whole street complaining. It wasn't even that loud, and they were just obviously very angry old people.
Are you fucking prick?
I know, honestly, things I do.
But yeah, it went viral because how did it get on Lad Bible? It eventually ended up on Lad Bible. You posted it on Instagram, and did just bare people just share it?
No, I posted it to my Twitter.
Or did it go viral on Twitter first?
It got 40k on that video. Fucking madness. I just seen it. I was watching the video back later on because I scrapped the video completely because obviously I couldn't use that for Districts. Someone shouting in the background and me like looking over my shoulder. So I scrapped it and I was watching the videos back before I deleted it on my laptop, and I was pissing myself, mate, because you can just hear the guy shouting so prominently, like, turn the fucking music down. and then I thought, I'm just gonna video this and put it on Twitter. It's fucking well funny. And then I think Lab Bible put it on. Mixmag put it on. Fucking that was big.
Mate, it's crazy to think that probably like most
DJs,
famous DJs in your scene at least would have definitely seen
that. A few people. Sam Divine messaged me and used it on hers from Sean Defected and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it's just one of them videos that clicks.
It was a good video.
It is one of them good videos that does happen to get the traction.
So Sam said Floyd versus Paul. Floyd every day. That's fucking stupid, Sam. I would get my head kicked in. Well, maybe not my head kicked in.
What?
Nah.
You don't think you beat Floyd Mayweather?
I don't think I'd be able to hit him, mate. I reckon I'd be hitting the fucking air.
I've got belief in you, mate.
I don't. I'm not against Floyd Mayweather.
Fuck it.
Taylor said, "Are we living in a simulation?" So that's what we were talking about before. Well, mate, VR, virtual reality, is going to get so good that one day you're going to put on those goggles and it's going to be literally like we said, like just looking through a different lens. It's fucking weird. It's a good word. Good way to.
It's mad. That's a big topic to get onto, though, isn't it? You know what I mean?
I'd like to hope we're not in a simulation.
Is that all of them?
Yeah. I'd like to hope. Have you got any questions for me, lad?
Questions for you. What are you most looking forward to over the next 3 months?
Fighting.
Yeah.
Gotta go home for my mum's 50th birthday in September. Hopefully.
September?
Yeah, September. And hopefully go travelling. I'd love to go to Thailand.
Yeah. Do you bet you'll do that?
If I'm smart with my money, which I'm not normally, then potentially.
What did you do them shorts?
Oh, the Carhartt ones. Oh, did I not show you them? Oh, they're fresh.
Are they nice?
Yeah.
Oh, sound.
Mama paid 20 quid for them.
1999.
That was 1999.
Yeah.
The year I was born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sound. Nah, mate. Everyone knows
They're
Paul's
nice.
not very good with his money. Or when he sees it in his bank account,
Do
you
you
like
know what it
spending
is though? Do you know what it is though? I've definitely, as bad as I am, I have gotten a lot better.
No, I think you just see it in your account and want to spend.
Yeah.
Spend.
I'm irrational.
Yeah, but I think going abroad and travelling.
Well, that's
will
mean
also
I
help.
want to do a full year travelling, but because I can only do it because I'm going to move to Liverpool, ideally I want to go to Thailand for like a month and a half. Obviously, beggars can't be choosers, but potentially we'll see. Jimmy,
Cheers, mate.
thank you for coming on, lad. It's
No
been a good
worries.
time. I'm
Yeah, it's
enjoying
been
myself.
How long's that now?
I don't know.
About two hours.
We'll have a see.
I'll see. Yeah. Cheers.
Safe.